Okay, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do like a little, I guess you could say emotional video. It's really just to help someone because I wish I had the help when I needed it, but you know that's how you learn and grow and be able to help other people. But this video is gonna be about life after divorce. They say it's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you guys, like, because I really want this video to help a man or woman that's going through divorce. But it has good days and it has bad days, to be honest. More bad days than good. Not saying that I want to be back with my ex, because I don't. That part I'm over. But just getting back into being alone, getting back into dating, especially if you have kids. We have kids together, so it's like, even though we're divorced, I still see him. It's like I can't never be away from him because we have kids. So getting used to that norm, changing, the norm of our children from them having a two-parent household to you see your dad every weekend, or you two different households, two separate lifestyles now. But this, I want to be as very honest and transparent as possible, because I don't want to portray like it's just easy breezy beautiful cover girl situation, because it's not. A little backstory is I was married for 8 years. I was with with my ex-husband for a total of 15 years. So I'm 31. So I met him when I was like 14. Got together when I was like 15 or whatever. And we was like serious all the way through. It wasn't like, oh, we was together, we broke up, we was together, broke. No, we was like serious. Like, I followed this dude to college. We came back. We was legit like high school sweethearts. Within my relationships from the age 17 to, I'm gonna say, maybe 25, he was abusive. He was physically abusive, verbally abusive, and he was a cheater. Now, I was a cheater too, but I became a cheater towards the very, very end of our relationship. And I give I know two wrongs don't make a right, but this is like the analogy that I give. Like, you have this dog, and this dog was loyal to you. This dog, was there for you, but you was a very abusive owner. You mistreated this dog, and one day that dog finally got the courage enough to bite your ass back. Like, he just attacked your ass, and that's kind of like what I did towards the end of our relationship, because by that time I was like fed up. Like, I was already broken, like, and I needed someone on my side, pretty much. I wanted him to feel how I felt, and he felt like how I felt. But by the end, I didn't give a fuck no more. Like, I was over everything, and I just wanted out, pretty much. So that's a little backstory. Everybody's backstory is different. This is not to, like, for you to compare your life to mine, but this is just like to just give you like a sense of comfort that everything's gonna be okay. I don't even want to say like a guide, because everybody's story is different. Why you left, why you stayed is different. Like, you might not agree to why I stayed with somebody who was abusive for so long. You might be in an abusive relationship. Men get abused too. It's not just us women. You might have your reasons why you're still in that relationship. So this is just to show that it's okay. Divorce is okay. There is life after divorce. Is it hard at moments? It is. So I'm just gonna pretty much be telling you like my journey and what I have learned about myself and the issues that I have faced, things like that. So here we go. And you know what's funny? Like, this is my story, but I don't even know how to start my own story. And it's my story. It's crazy. It's weird, but it's just like this. Okay, life after divorce. Let me start off. Do I regret my divorce? No. I do not regret my divorce. The moment when I got divorced, because my divorce was like, he gave up his rights, but it was a fight. for him to give up his rights. And we have kids, but he didn't give his right for his kids. He just gave up his rights to be involved in the divorce or whatever. And I just wanted it over. So I didn't do child support. I was like, we just take care of joint custody, take care of the kids, because he is a good dad. He's just a shitty husband. But he do love his kids. He probably love his kids more than he ever loved me. And I don't even care. I'm just glad that he's in his kids' life or whatever, because his kids love him. But like I said, he gave up his rights or whatever. My divorce was, when I finally got divorced, when the judge, and I didn't have no lawyer, like literally, like you don't need a lawyer to get divorced unless you got like buku money between each other and all that shit. But if you're a regular person like me, I did my own divorce. I went to the law library, print out the packet for divorced kids with kids or whatever. Went down to the law library. They have a basement where the lawyers be at, like the pro bono lawyers. They told me what I need to fill out. Told him, so I paid to get him what's the word, I don't want to say subpoena, I guess. Like I paid for that service. They served him. That's what I'm trying to say. I paid for that. And they served him, and I went to court. I didn't have a lawyer. I filled out everything. The lady told me what I didn't fill out. I filled that out right. And I did the shit myself. I didn't have no lawyer or nothing. And once the judge granted me my divorce, I had like a wave of emotions. I was happy. I was sad. I was heartbroken. All at the same time. It was weird. And if somebody's been divorced, they probably know exactly the feeling that I'm talking about. It's like, you was like, happy that it was over, but sad that you was at this point. Heartbroken because it's like, damn, like we could have made it work type of shit. But also excited because you about to start your life. Like you about to have a different life. Like you so it's like all those emotions at one time. And I was already like single for maybe like 9 months. I was already single, so I was already dating and trying to meet people and shit like that or whatever. But once that divorce was actually final, because his favorite thing was to say, you still my wife and you this and that and all this extra bullshit or whatever. And once that was finally over, he couldn't say that no more because I wasn't his anymore. I didn't belong to him anymore. And I was officially free from him. Even though I got to see him the rest of my life because of our kids, but I'm not his wife anymore. So that was comforting to know. And then just trying to rebuild my life. Rebuild my life has been a struggle because it's like God has stripped so much from me, and I don't think it's a punishment. I think he's just removing things so he can set me up for where he really wants me to be. So I honestly feel like I'm starting from the bottom. Like I'm starting from zero. But the good thing about being at the bottom, you have no choice but to go up. Like at the end of the day, like once you hit rock bottom, you got no choice but to go up. So I'm just like excited to see where he takes me now. But I'm also scared at the same time because I'm more of a planner. And for me not to have a plan or know who I'm doing it with or the path I'm about to take, it's a little scary for me. It's very scary. I'm just gonna be honest. It's very scary. Some days I feel like I'm spinning in circles. Like I'm just here. I do get depressed, not because I'm divorced, but just because I don't know where I'm going. Like I don't know where I'm going next. So that's a little depressing for me. It might not be for others, but it is for me. Also, dating has been like a roller coaster. It seems like I cannot, like, the only thing I learned from my divorce is, or just being with him, is the type of man I don't want. I know the type of man I do want also because of that. And the people that have been brought into my life at that moment in my life when I was going through the issues I was going through in my marriage, I learned what I do want and I learned what I don't want. So that's like a good place to start. Like, especially when you're getting out of a serious relationship, figure out why you're not with that person. What did that person do to make you not want to stay? That's maybe things that could be your deal breaker. Like, so keep those in mind when you're searching for someone new, what you will and will not accept. Also keep in mind, and I learned this the hard way, that people can tell you all day long what type of person they are, and what type of man, female they are, and what they can bring to the table. Don't listen to what they say. Pay attention to what they do, because what they do is going to speak way louder than what they actually said. And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, I am no longer listening to what people say. I'm going to base off how I feel about you, about how you do, and what you, and your patterns and your actions. Also, a good thing to do too, since you're newly single or you've been single, is to read the book called The 5 Love Languages. This will help you figure out what type of person that you are. Like, what gets you ticking? Like, are you a person who needs affirmation? Are you a person that needs quality time? Are you a person that needs affection? Like, it's gonna help you figure out what type of person you are. So that way you'll be able to explain to the person that you're interested in what type of person you are, and then you'll be able to see if that person can live up to what you need. Like, for me, my 5 love languages, well, I don't have 5, but out of the 5, because there are words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, affection, and acts of service. So out of those 5 love languages, I like acts of service, quality time, and affection. That's what I need out of a man in order to be happy in my relationship. Is I need you to spend quality time with me. I need you to be affectionate to me. And it doesn't have to be sexual or anything like that, but I do need affection, and I need acts of service. And now acts of service, if you read the book, like, even if you go on Google and type in 5 love languages, they have a quiz that'll pop up that you can fill out so you can see what you actually are, and it'll explain everything and what every 5 love language mean or whatever. But everybody know what quality time means. Everybody know what affection means. But acts of service is something where this person, he's a helping hand or she's a helping hand. Like, if you don't got something, they got it. And it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be support. It could be a shoulder to cry on. It could be as simple as cooking dinner, doing the laundry. It's acts of service or whatever. So that's what I also learned about me is my 5 love languages. I learned what am I actually looking for, what I actually want out of a man. And I learned that my goals are very attainable. Like, as far as like what I want from a man, they're very attainable. Also, I learned is that dating is hard. The new age era dating is very difficult. It's like microwave dating. It's like everything is on go. Like, everything moves so fast, from meeting somebody to y'all having sex to y'all spending time together to y'all saying that y'all love each other. Like, all that moves really, really fast nowadays. And I'm more of a medium speed person, I guess. Like, it's gonna really take a lot for someone. And I'm not saying I'm gonna put people through hoops and stuff like that, but you're gonna have to really show me in order for me to, I think I can fall in lust faster than I'll be able to fall in love. Like, in order for you to actually get my heart, like, you really have to be consistent. You really have to show me you got my back, pretty much. Which a lot of people these days do not do. Why they don't do that, I have no idea. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera. I have no idea why people aren't consistent. Like, if you have any idea, please put it in the comments, because I just don't understand why people, and it's not just men, it's women. Like, women are not consistent these days. Because I meet men all the time who say how they want a relationship, but women haven't been consistent with them. Like, they on this hot girl summer shit. They just want money and dick. Pretty much. It's like the pages, the book has flipped. The women, they taking control of their own happiness, and they're hardening their hearts, pretty much, from fear. And that's what I'm not trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to harden my heart, but I can see that happening, but I don't want that to happen. I really don't want to harden my heart. Because then it's going to make it more difficult for somebody to be entered into it, because I keep running into fuck boys. Keep running into men who are men on an outer level, but inside they're still little boys. Like, I keep running into those type of men. But I can say, for me, life after divorce has been wavy. Like, it has its ups, it has its downs. I also can say this has also given me wavy faith as well. I don't want to have wavy faith. And wavy faith is just meaning like I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I see it at the end of the tunnel. But sometimes the waves are too high for me to see it, and sometimes the waves are low enough to where I can see it and it looks closer. But then there's those days where I can't see it at all, and I ask God to give me clarity and to help remove my waviness. But I have wavy faith right now, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. What else? Co-parenting, because like I said, we have children. Co-parenting while divorced is for me, it's been all right. It's been all right. He had to get over the whole I don't want to be with him thing, because every time he dropped the kids off, he tried to persuade me to be back with him. He tried to plead his case of why we should be back together. But he's been very diligent in getting his children every weekend. He calls his kids. Financially, he sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Financially, he doesn't do as much as I would like for him to do, and I don't even have him on child support. So he just sucks financially. Dude, like, come on, man. Like, I didn't have these kids by myself, but he do pick them up every weekend, which is still not enough for me. Not as far as him picking them up, but just him just helping financially. So that's like really just been like the hardest part about being divorced, is just starting over, figuring out your new plan, dating. Oh, also, I'm going to say, if you have kids, how your kids handling it. Like, my kids are old enough to understand what's going on. Like, my kids are 10, 9, and 4. So they understand what's going on. They met their daddy girlfriend and be over there with them, and she has kids. So they be over there with her kids. Like, at first, my oldest son, I feel like he was mad at me, to be honest. I feel like he was mad at me, even though he knew that his daddy was abusive. He knew all this stuff. They witnessed this stuff, And that's another reason why I left. It's because I want my kids to see a healthy relationship. I want them to see how a man is supposed to treat a woman. And I want them to be able to express themselves with words and not violence. Even with my daughter, like, I want her to be able to recognize the signs and to know her worth and to know that she deserves to be treated with love. And in order for me to do that, I had to leave their dad. So kids are going to, I don't think my kids think that it's their fault. Like, I didn't go through that with them about where they took blame for us to separate. I know some kids do that. They think it's their fault, that especially if they was already bad kids or whatever the case may be. But my kids haven't really been bad. I know my middle son, he had moments of outbursts and rage at school. I think he's the one he don't really know how to express himself. My other son, he talks to his dad, but he don't want to talk to me. I don't know why he don't want to talk to me, but he's starting to open up to me, because I tell him every day that I love him, that you can talk to me, even though mama might get mad, because I'm a yeller, and I'm a yeller. I know yelling in a black family, and pretty much all families. I mean, I'm a yeller because my kids are hard headed. They don't listen. I'd rather yell than whoop. But their daddy's the whooper, and I feel like men intimidate kids more than the moms do. I feel like moms have the hardest times when it comes to their kids, as far as discipline and raising them, because their kids be trying to test their moms, versus if they have an active dad in their life, they don't try to test their dads. Just, I guess, because of the male testosterone. I don't fucking know, but that's just my take on it. But my kids have, my daughter, she's cool. She's 4. She understands, but she's okay. But my sons, it took a while for them to adapt. Like my middle son, he's not really a talker, but one day he opened up to me. My oldest son, he got a smart ass mouth. He really do. And I don't know. When they get older, that hopefully they will understand my decision, respect my decision, and I hope they learn from my decision. And I know their dad, he do good by telling them, you know, far as I know, that I didn't witness, he do good by telling them, like, this is the reason why your mom don't want to be with me. This is my fault. It's not her fault. It's, you know, this is what happens when you don't treat someone right. So he do tell them that. But I don't know. I feel like my kids are strong. I want to take them to counseling so they can talk about it and be able to express themselves to a stranger, because I still think that my oldest son, even though he talks to his dad and he's starting to open up to me, I still think he has things inside of him that he hides. He don't tell nobody. So I think it'll be good to talk to someone that he doesn't know. I know it's for any age, it's more easier to open up to a stranger than it is people that you actually know. So I think I do want to still put them in counseling. Maybe when they get a little bit older, where they can be able to express themselves a little more. I'm not saying they don't know how to do that now. They probably do know how to do that now. But we'll see how it goes. But I mean, hopefully this video, I think I covered everything. Dating, co-parenting, my emotions, how I'm taking it. Like, it's to be honest, it's wavy. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and be like, oh, divorce is easy and it's, you know, self-love and all this stuff. Because I love myself. Because if I didn't, it took me a long time to get to that point. And once I realized I love myself, that's how I ended up leaving my husband, because I love myself. So I do love myself. And now I'm just waiting on God. To be honest, I'm waiting on God. However long he making me wait, I guess. But this is what divorce looks like. Also, don't be in a rush to date. I mean, I can't tell you put a time frame on nothing, because I didn't put a time frame on nothing, because I knew that I wanted to find a person that was right for me. So I didn't wait on dating. Like in the same time though, I also was learning things about myself. I was also spending time with myself, taking myself out on dates, things like that. And I learned a lot about myself. That's how I ended up finding out that I'm not the type of girl that likes to do the situationships. That I'm more of a team player. I'm more of a relationship girl. That's how I learned different things about, like, I'm able to compromise. Like, I learned that I'm a little bossy, that I'm a little controlling. Like, I learned things about me or whatever. So if you're divorced, if you're separating on a verge of divorce, or you're just taking a break, or you just, even if you're not even married and you was in a relationship for a long time and y'all separated, like, just know that it's going to be okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have anger, but you have to work through those emotions, and you have to forgive yourself. Like for me, I had to forgive myself, not necessarily forgive him, but I had to forgive myself in allowing me to stay in that type of environment and situation. And it's okay. And darling,